Simple question, man. Simple question. Is this new guy? As y'all already know, he's already signed to Miami. He's already in there. Is this dude the savior for Miami? Let me know what y'all think, man. Is Derek King, is that dude the new savior for Miami? Because a lot of y'all have already been giving him the crown. Let me know what y'all think. Let's get this thing started, man. Get in that comment section. Let me know. I'm about to chop it up with y'all tonight. Nah, a lot of y'all already know too that Miami got a dude out there at the end from Temple. Yo, what's good, Stace? Yeah, simple question tonight, man. Simple question. Is King the new savior for Miami? How y'all feel about it? Do y'all think King is gonna come in and automatically start? Because you know this is his last season, so I doubt that coming to Miami was not like a promise that he was gonna start. I doubt that they didn't pitch that to him. Now, Reed Lashley, you know he run a spread offense, and you know King come from a spread offense. I mean, I'm sure that plenty of y'all have seen his highlights from Houston, so you know it's impressive. I gotta admit, his highlights at Houston is impressive. But do y'all think he's the savior for Miami? Do y'all think this guy come in and all of a sudden we're a 10 and above win team? What y'all think? Let me know. Let's get this thing started in the comment section. What y'all think about King? Another thing too, what y'all think our record gonna be? Let's just say that this guy start, cause like I said, most likely he's been promised to start. Yeah, man. I've been hearing that too, Jerome. I've been hearing that too, that, you know, he basically quitted on Houston. I mean, if you look at his games at Houston, he was doing pretty good. Why leave him now? Why quit on him? Like you said, 4 games in, and he was a starter. So why quit on Houston? What should Miami expect from King? Nah, to me, last season, this is just my opinion. You know, if y'all have different opinions, it's cool, whatever. But from my opinion, last season, when they started Jaron Williams, I think that was a bad move on Manny's behalf. I think he should have started N'Kosi Perry. N'Kosi Perry had experience from the season before. Okay, I didn't know that, Stacy. Nobody really said anything about that. Yeah, so he say he was he got out because of an injury and he took a red shirt. All right, that ain't been passed around. Everybody just been saying that he quitted on Houston, but what I was saying though, like this season just passed, I think if Manny would have took the time to develop N'Kosi Perry a little bit better, gave him the starting role against Florida, and you know see what he was made of before he jumped and pushed Jaron Williams on us, I think we probably would have had a better season. I think we probably would have got a better recruiting class. I mean, we all understand that Eno's offense was trash. It is what it is. He's gone right now, so we got to move on from that. Now, Reed Lashley, we seen his highlights. We seen what he done at SMU. So we kind of get an idea of what we're going to get in 2020. Now, like I say, I think King is going to come in and start. I don't think he's just going to come in, compete and sit on the bench or not start. I don't think they would go that far to go out and get this guy and not start him. I don't think they would. I don't think he would choose Miami if that was not one of the promises they made to him. Because like we all know, Miami was not just like the only option he had. He could have went to LSU, Maryland, Arkansas, and he had another option. I couldn't remember. But King is here. Yeah. I mean, Cynthia, it is what it is. He's here. I'm glad he's here. No, don't get me wrong. I'm glad he's here. I'm just saying, though, I've been seeing a lot of people saying that, they've been crowning this guy the savior of Miami. Like, just because we got King doesn't mean everything's all great and dandy right now. That just means we got a quarterback that's experienced in the spread that could come in and possibly do things in Miami. But everybody I've seen lately on YouTube and other platforms, they just been putting a crown on this dude's head like he been here since day one. Now, like I said, if Manny had developed N'Kosi Perry, this probably would have been a different talk right now. We just got a wide receiver today. Yeah, Stacy, I seen that. Yeah, we got a wide receiver from out there. I think he's out there from California, right? I forgot Buddy's name. He's a 3-star recruit from out there. I think we flipped him from somebody. I forgot what team. I was reading on that earlier. But, we got people leaving too, man. The transfer portal, it updated today. I think I seen like 3 other names on there that I didn't see before. I'm not, I'm going to have to look into that so we can get into that. But it is what it is. We losing players, but we gaining good players too. We got a good team to where we should be competing in 2020. Now, a couple weeks ago, I had posted on in my community. I was asking people, what they think our record's gonna be for 2020. I started at 12-0 and I got down to 8-4, and a lot of people were telling me I need to go lower than that, like 7-5 and stuff like that. Now, we just got King. We got a couple key players, coming into Miami. The guy from out there in Temple, the DN. What y'all think though? What y'all think the record's gonna be now? Y'all still think it's gonna be a bad season? Y'all still think it's gonna be 7-5? Or y'all upping it? I mean, I see Cynthia. Manny need 11-1, so his job blossom. Yeah, I mean this season, I think Manny went out and got King for one reason. He know his job is on the line. He know he on the hot seat, so that's what I think is going on. I think he needs somebody. That's why he went and got King. He needs somebody to get it started right now. I don't think Manny has the time on his hand to where he could, develop a quarterback and build Miami with one of the quarterbacks that we have right now. We got Tyler Van Dyke coming in. Don't know what they expect yet from him. Then we got N'Kosi Perry and we got Jaron Williams. I mean, with the addition of King, who knows? Transfer portal is still open. We got too many quarterbacks for somebody not to jump shift. So we already see that ahead of time. But with King coming in, if King come in and start right now, what do you guys think the record gonna be at the end of the season? Somebody let me know. What y'all think the record's gonna be? I know we just lost the wide receiver coach, but I think we picked up somebody. We're looking at other people too, so just let me know what y'all think our record gonna be with this guy coming in, King. Do we start right away? Do y'all even think the quarterback battle is even fair at this moment? Do y'all think that N'Kosi Perry, Jaron Williams, and all of them, do y'all think they got a fair shot, or do y'all think it's slightly leaning towards King? Because in my opinion, Kinshay, yeah. Am I even saying his name right? Keishay or Keyshawn? Yeah, like I said, man, I think they're gonna give that job to King. I don't even think it's gonna be a fair fight. I think it's it's already written in stone. But you know how it goes. We get transfers. We get transfers all the time, and nothing happened, y'all. I mean, clearly, y'all seen what happened with Tate Martell. Guy came in from Ohio State, and we did nothing with him. You know what I'm saying? Man, he's to blame for whatever meant that Hightower. Yeah, Cynthia, I saw that too. That Hightower might be returning. Right now, it's not for sure, but a lot of people have been saying that Hightower wants to come back right now because Enos is gone, and basically the reason why he left was because of Enos. Him and Enos was bumping heads, and he didn't like Enos' offense, which I can't blame him. The schedule, we should go 11-1 or 12-0. Yeah, I definitely see that. Like the first what up, Dennis? The first 4 games of the season, I think that's really gonna show us before we go into the ACC battle what we up against. What the offense looked like and everything. Like I said, Lashley offense last season with SMU, he averaged like 42 points a game. So last season we averaged I think 25 points a game. So it's a big difference. Now if we could get up to like maybe the 30, somewhere in the 30s, I think we'll have a better season than we did this season. And if we could get close to that 40 like he was doing at SMU, because we got the talent. Let's just be real, we got the talent. It happened. Yeah. So yeah, man. So right now we gonna get a new wide receiving coach too. So we're gonna see how that play out, how he gonna utilize the wide receivers, how he gonna have them running their the routes or whatever. And tight ends. Oh yeah. Oh, what up, Brett? Tight ends. One of our tight ends has hit the transfer portal too. Yeah, one of our tight ends hit the transfer portal today too. So, like I said, players are coming in and players are going out. At the end of the season, at the end of this season, we lost some recruits that we possibly had because of our records and everything. These kids, a lot of the kids, when you're recruiting them, all they see is the losses. Cornerback commit. Brad, I gotta look into that. I gotta look into the new cornerback. Yeah, we've been getting a lot of updates in the transfer portal, in the recruitment and everything. Right now, like recruits, I'm not really looking at their verbal commits because you already know how that goes. Look at that kid out there in California, the guy that committed to Oregon. We had him committed. We had him throwing up the U. We had him at games, throwing up the U and everything. So can't really look at them and be like, you know what, yeah, we're going to have these guys. Until they sign that dotted line, they ain't a hurricane. We ain't just going to give them that title. Dunson from Georgia. I think we Dunson, didn't we flip him from Florida State? Because I think he was going to Florida State. You talking about Isaiah, right? Brett? I think that's what you're talking about. Yeah, we flipped him from Florida State because I think he was gonna go to Florida State. But I mean, anytime we could take somebody from Florida State or from our rivals or whatever, it's always a good thing. That just means to show you that Miami is still a good destination. So we got a Houston fan in here. He's saying it's gonna be a 1-minute show. So what he's saying is King gonna come in, and it's gonna be a 1-minute show, huh? Okay. Well, I ain't got much to say about that because, like I said, I seen his highlight at Houston. He was doing good for Houston, but I ain't see him take field for Miami yet. So I ain't gonna comment on that. We just gonna let that play out in the season. But like I said though, tell me what y'all think, man. Is King coming in and they just gonna give him the start? Is it really a fair battle? Do y'all think it's gonna be a fair battle? Difference between Tate and King. King proven talent. Yeah, Brad. Like I said, I've seen King's highlights. I'm impressed. I'm very impressed with King's highlights. He did great. He did great for Houston. Like, I don't know the deal with last season, because some people are saying that he quit after 4 games, and then some people are saying that he was injured. So I'd have to really look into that to really, get into it. Oh, it's not fair. Good job. Yeah. I mean, if you look at it, Brett, King is coming in. This is last season. This is it for him. I don't think he would come in here not being promised that he gonna start. I mean, coming into Miami right now on your last season just to sit down, I don't think he want to do that. I don't think any college player would want to do that. He wasn't injured. Jerome, you say he wasn't injured. I mean, he's expected to start. Yeah, everybody's expecting him to start. I don't know if he was injured or not last season, like I said, but the reports are that 4 games into the season, he did quit. He was the starter. So what y'all think what y'all expecting from him in Miami? What are y'all expecting from him? Because for me, with Reed Lashley's offense, from seeing the SMU players run it, I think if he comes in and run the offense the way he was running it in Houston, I think we should have a good season. He was not injured. He just quit playing. And Cynthia saying that we're gonna be 11-1 or 10-2 if King starts. All right, so that's a good point too, Cynthia. So let's just say that King don't win this job, which I doubt. What up, CJ? Let's just say he don't win the job. Let's say N'Kosi Perry beat him out. What y'all expect the record to be then? Like I said, I don't really see that happening. But what y'all expect the record to be if N'Kosi Perry get the start? Because this season right here, the 2019 just passed, that should have been N'Kosi Perry season. He should have started from day one, and they should have developed him. Yeah, and say CJ Kane said he watched his full games. He's not impressed. I think Perry will do better in relapse level than people give him credit for. Yeah, I do too. See, Perry came from that kind of offense. A lot of people don't understand that Dan Eno's offense is not what kids in South Florida is used to. We ain't trying to be like Alabama. We ain't trying to run that pro style read option. Our kids are used to having that spread option, having that spread that between, you could have like 2 tight ends out there and maybe 3-4 receivers at a time. Everybody can get a chance to get open, especially in that spread offense. That middle of the field, it's always some part of that middle of the field to be attacked. And with the speed that we got at wide receivers, I know the offense would have been explosive if we even had it last year. Dan offense was close to anyone feeling. Yeah, you right. I mean, Brad, you see me last season, man. You seen how frustrated I was with Dan Eno's offense. Even at times when I'm watching the game, I could predict, his plays. I think on one of them plays, I can't quite remember. If I make a video in the future, I'll put it in there where when I think it was against Duke or LA Tech. I think it was a Duke or LA Tech. As soon as he called the play, the defensive ends were coming for him because they already knew what the play was. It got to the point where, defensive coordinators have been studying our films and then been watching his offense, and it got to the point where it was like incredibly, it was incredibly predictable. Let's say, how explosive would have been. Gator Hater, what you mean by that? Yeah. Georgia. Every season, Georgia have a top 10 offense. Every season, Georgia have a top 10 defense. And every season, Georgia always come up short. So we ain't even gonna get into that with Georgia. This ain't even about Georgia tonight. I'm laying off Georgia for a little minute. Right now, I'm focusing on my Hurricanes. You know, Georgia fans, y'all can focus on Miami though. You know, we like it when y'all focus on us. You can't judge Perry performance by Eno's offense, right? Yep. When King played against my Cowboys, I bet you the same thing that we have. Yep. I mean, yeah, he did look bad against Oklahoma, but then again, you know, it's about recruiting. I mean, you got Oklahoma who pretty much rank in the top 15s most of the time in recruiting, and then you got Houston who, you know, recently they've been showing up. Recently they've been showing like a little promise, but like you said, in their conference, man, they ain't in the Power 5 conference. So when they do play teams, when they do play teams in the Power 5, you know, it kind of expose them a little bit. You said how explosive the offense would be with King. Right now, I really don't know how explosive the offense is going to be with King. Like I said, I've seen King's highlight. If King could transfer that kind of play that he was doing over at Houston and bring it over to Miami, I think we'll be good. Because, I mean, I already know when it comes down to it, if it comes down to where the quarterback got to take off, I know N'Kosi Perry can do it. I know he'll take off. I seen N'Kosi Perry take some hard hits by taking off. 50 touchdowns in 10 games. Yeah. Reed said it was best. Newman, quarterback in the SEC. All right. See, I was trying to stay away from Georgia, but then Georgia just picked up another quarterback too. I mean, if y'all so, you know, hyped about Newman, why y'all went and got another quarterback? Y'all just picked up another quarterback. Why y'all went and got another quarterback if y'all so hyped about Newman? Offense is going to be built because of Reed, not quarterback. Yeah, I think so too, Brett. I think the quarterback position right now at Miami is the main focus because we haven't had consistency from none of the quarterbacks that we did play. Me mainly is N'Kosi Perry and Jaron Williams. We hadn't quite got that consistency, but like I said, if it weren't Enos calling those plays, because we saw when Enos didn't call plays. Then the game, I think it was the game of Louisville where Enos didn't call play. It was one of those games he didn't call the plays, and the offense looked phenomenal. Yeah, man. Can say you want to compete for the Natty by beating Clemson. I mean, hey, right now in college football world, Clemson, I mean, even though they just got beaten by LSU, they still sitting at the top of college football. So we in the conference right across from them. So in order to get to our destination, which is a national championship, we got to get past Clemson, regardless. I mean, as Miami fans, we can't just run away from Clemson like the rest of college football, like the rest of the NCAA. We can't run away from Clemson. We're in the same conference as them. For the next couple of seasons, I don't doubt that Clemson will be in the ACC championship. So if we want to compete and win the ACC championship, we just got to get past Clemson. Miami won't beat Clemson for the next 5 years. You don't know that, boss. This is football. Anything can happen. Anything can happen. As long as Miami develop the players that we got and utilize the talent that we got, ain't no team out there that Miami can't beat. We just got to put the effort into it. King could do it, though. Right now, like I said, I'm I'm glad we got King. I want to see what he can do. I can't put like I said, I can't put too much hype on the kid until I see him play. When practices start, when spring game, I'll be at the spring game and everything. I got like 3 cameras right now. I'll bring all of them out there. I'll even bring a couple of my friends out there to get some footage for you guys. But until we see these dudes play, man, we can't really put no hype on it. Brett Vernon, another Perry guy. Need more to beat Clemson than King. Yeah, you're right. You're right about that. We do need more than just King to beat Clemson, but I don't expect Clemson to just fall off. Because right now, this season they got what? The #1 draft, the #1 recruiting class. So Clemson is gonna be they gonna have dogs on their team. They got Dabo Swinney who knows what he's doing, so they gonna be coached right. If Miami gonna beat Clemson, we just gotta stay focused, develop the players we got, teach them the proper techniques, and go out on the field and execute. Every player on the team gotta hold themselves accountable. We can't get beat on either side of the ball, plain and simple. To beat a team like Clemson, especially with Trevor Lawrence, which Trevor Lawrence reign is about to be over with soon anyway. You know, he got 1 more year with them, and I haven't seen any of the other quarterback, do anything to say how promising that gonna be. So Clemson is not like unbeatable. The top 25 has been 35 points to get in. So it's Jeff Thomas is leaving. Yeah, man. I wish this season they didn't waste Jeff Thomas like that. I wish he would have stuck around 1 more season, because I think that with the offense that Reed about to run, I think Jeff Thomas would be a huge factor. But it is what it is. We got to move forward. The O-line, Mike say don't trust the O-line. But you got to look at it, though. It's that system that we ran last season. Because most teams in college football, they average 2.2 seconds before the quarterback get the ball out. Miami was averaging 2.56. So we was doing better than the rest of the teams in college on an average. We just didn't get the ball out because of the offensive schemes that we were running. Yeah, Travis Etienne. Yeah, he impressive. I can't lie, he impressive. But it is what it is. If like I said, if the defense, if we could run a scheme to stop these guys, they not unbeatable. Jeff Thomas need to stay with draft select good top. XFL can play. See, I think if Jeff Thomas would stay another season, Cynthia, I think he'll better his chances in the draft. Everybody know that. The guy has the speed. I mean, he dropped a couple balls here and there, but it is what it is. He got the speed, and he's not, like, uncoachable. Yeah, if Manny let Lashley come in and run his system, go help out on the defense or something, just let this guy do it by himself, I think we'll really see what we made of on offense and see what direction we going in. Dabo is a closet racist. Well, Gator hater. I don't know if Dabo Swinney is a racist or not. I've never really seen him made any racial comments. I've never seen him say anything racial or do anything that'll, say to me that he's racist. So I can't really say nothing about that. Logan Mackey, this is no football. What? He hired the agent. There's no turning back. Man, teacher, why check out my video about King. All right, CJ, I got you. If you want, CJ, you could post the link in the comment section. Everybody could check it out. I'll check it out myself personally. Man, Dabo. Man, football is different. Where you from, Logan? Logan, McKay, where you from? You say football is different. Where you from? Where you from? We don't know where you from. Let us know where you from. Yeah, you right. Our O-line do need some help in technique, but our O-line is not as bad as everybody's making them out to be. They're not. If they was running a spread offense, I'm pretty sure the ball would have got out faster than it did. Look at Eno's offense. When you talk about our O-line, you got to go look back at Eno's offense. You got to look at play development. How long it take the wide receivers to run those routes that he was making? How many how many plays he was running? How many how many of his routes were like locked down because everybody already knew Jaron hitting the portal? Where did you learn that from? Did anybody did Jaron posted that he was hitting the portal? Did it come from any officials from Miami that saying he hitting the portal? Because right now everybody's speculating. Everybody's saying that Jaron's gonna transfer. Then they saying that N'Kosi Perry might leave. Until we get official word from those guys, or they actually transfer or put their name in the portal, then we can't really say. Yeah, LSU, Oregon, and Arkansas was looking at King. Yeah, a lot of teams was looking at King. Like I said, I'm glad he chose Miami. I'm glad he do. Brett, I hope Jaron leaves. I mean, Brett, a lot of Miami fans are hoping that Jaron leaves. A lot of them did not believe in Jaron last season. A lot of people saw, the ups and downs with Jaron. And then Mike, you said neither Jaron or N'Kosi leaving. Like, either way, somebody's gonna stay and somebody's gonna leave. Cause we got a lot of quarterbacks. Somebody's got to. If King does come in and start, which I already see that happening, that had to be the promise that they made him for him to come. So if Jaron or N'Kosi Perry stays, one of them will be backing him up. I mean, let's say N'Kosi Perry stays, I hope that Perry take that time to develop and learn the offense. Study the offensive book, whatever. Get it down pat, and it is what it is. Because moving forward, you got to understand, King is only here for one season. He's not here forever. He's going to be gone. After this season, he's going to be gone. It's going to be like Joe Burrow. Look at Joe Burrow. He just ended with LSU. He's gone. I mean, it is what it is. We only got this. This guy is like a rental. King is a rental. King is a rental. King is a rental. It is what it is. After this season, King will be gone. We ain't nothing about it. Ain't nothing about that we can do. The stuff that he did at Houston was great. That was good for Houston, but we ain't seen him do nothing for Miami yet. Brett said Perry is taller than King. Really? I mean, when it come down to it, I mean, it's all about skills. It ain't really about the height of these players. It just depends on what they could do on the field. If they do, someone will be open at every time. We need consistency at the quarterback position. Yeah, we definitely need consistency. And you say Perry ain't consistent. Yeah, this season, I saw it. We all saw it. It was a lot of inconsistencies. We saw it with whether it's Jaren or whether it's Perry. I mean, I was a little disappointed with Perry this season, but also I got to look at it too. Look who's calling plays. Like, if let's just say Perry had the option to audible out of some of those plays that, Enos was calling without them benching him, I think we probably would have had a better season. Enos would have been mad at him, but then again, we probably would be stuck with Enos' offense. So I mean, things worked out the way it do. Right now, we can't really look back at the what ifs, but moving forward with this spread offense, King gonna come in. He gonna start. We already know they gonna give it to him. It is what it is. He gonna come in. He gonna start. But whoever's backing him up, they gotta take next season as they chance to improve as much as they can moving forwards. Because once King leave, we don't want to have to go to another transfer portal and get another quarterback, especially with so many quarterbacks on our roster. If that keep happening, then all our QBs gonna transfer. All of them gonna transfer. Because if we keep having to go to the transfer portal to find somebody that leaving somewhere else, that look good somewhere else for about 3-4 seasons, and then have to pick them up when they basically are renting for us, we can't have that. We need to develop somebody for at least. We need a good quarterback for at least 2 to 3 years. One quarterback in the room is leaving. Wayne Smith, you say one of the quarterbacks in the room is leaving. Who you think is leaving? You think Manny's on the hot seat? Man, bro, this season, if Manny don't perform this season, Manny is definitely on the hot seat. I'm pretty sure the boosters will buy Manny out. They will buy him out. They will get him up out of here. His first season he went 6-7, but you got to look at it. That's his first season. Everybody giving him a pass for it being his first season, but next season come around, most of the players they're gonna be playing, they're gonna be his recruits. The people that he brought in, that's his decision. Y'all seen that he didn't want they didn't want Hightower to come in. Highsmith. I keep saying Hightower. They didn't want Highsmith to come in because Manny basically don't want to be having to answer to him. Plus King run a lot, so injury possibility. Yeah. I mean, you could get injured just sitting in the pocket. You get injured running. You can get injured at any given time playing football. You can get injured. I don't think King gonna be worried about getting injured while running or whatever. But I mean, it is what it is. If he does get injured, which I hope not, we got quarterbacks that could step in. Hey, someone was on Paul Live. Okay, I'll check that out later. If he fell, can you afford to buy him out? If Manny fell, can we afford to buy him out? Boosters can buy him out. The Boosters was willing to pay two years of Highsmith salary coming in. Miami got money, bro. Don't let all this talk like Miami is broke. Don't listen to all that talk. Miami got money. If they want to get Manny out, they'll get Manny out. I mean, Tate let you down last season. I mean, that's on Tate, man. Tate was given the opportunity that all the quarterbacks on the roster was given. He just wasn't as impressive or whatever. Whatever they didn't see in him, who knows? We just got a glimpse of what he could have did in the LA Tech game, which, as you've seen, it wasn't much. He ran around the pocket a little bit, tried to create plays on his feet, but didn't really do much. So at this moment, we can't say what Tate would have been or could have been because we didn't get to see it. It is what it is. I mean, it's just like Lorenzo Lingard. Lorenzo Lingard last season, third game into the season, this guy was ready. He said he was ready. He wanted to play. Manny in my opinion, Manny was trying to save Lingard for the future. Manny was trying to save him. But when players are hungry to play, you got to let them play, especially if they're ready and they claim that they're healthy. I mean, a lot of NFL players and a lot of players that create plays on their feet, create plays, or they want to be in the game because they think they can win the game for the team. You can't keep them out. You just got to put them out there and see what they're going to do. A lot of players in the NFL, they play hurt. They play injured, especially when it comes to playoff time, because as you see, when a lot of teams lose a Super Bowl or they get knocked out of the playoffs, they cry, man. They really cry about it. Especially the ones that are injured and sitting on the side and they thinking like, damn, if I was in, it could have been different. FSU really willing to leave and pay Norvell contract to come. I don't know about FSU, bro. I don't really know what FSU got going on. All I can tell you about FSU is last season we spanked them 27-10 in our worst season. That's it. That's all I can tell you. They got rid of Willie Taggart. Y'all got Norvell. Y'all got a quarterback, Chuba. For y'all, he's looking promising or whatever, this and that. Y'all getting a couple recruits here and there. Y'all getting transfers here and there. But that's all I can say about FSU. Hopefully, FSU come down to Miami this season and get spanked again. That's all I can say about that. Tate Martell has talent to do great on the spread offense. All things college football with Logan. Yeah, I don't doubt that Tate could do great things. We just gotta see him do it. He just gotta create the opportunity for himself. These quarterback battles. He just gotta outshine his opponents, plain and simple. I know they're on the same team, but when it comes down to it, these are your opponents. If this dude is throwing spirals down the field, hitting his targets, you got to do the same or better. The place. He played with screws in his leg in Super Bowl. You say, yeah. Look like Dennis just said. T.O. played with screws in his leg in the Super Bowl. I mean, if you want it bad enough, you'll do it. A lot of players go through the league and never win a championship. A lot of them that was hurt during championship games. A lot of them, if you talk to them now, they'll say they regret not playing through that injury. And some of them, like, it is what it is. My health is more, it's more to me than just a game. Some of them look at it differently. Do you think Jerry holds the ball too long in the pocket? Or is it just... Nah, I definitely think that Jerry holds the ball a little bit too long in the pocket. It's times where I seen this guy take sacks, and I'm like, you know what? I'd have been, a little bit more happier if you would have just threw it away. Find a receiver to the side and throw it out. Offensive line didn't help Jaron either. Did myself by getting rid of the ball enough. Yeah, Jaron Williams. I think that's what Jaron Williams should be working on right now. Like trying to get the ball out a little bit faster, and learn to read defenses. And this is what it is. Take off when you need to, man. Just take off. We saw that Jaron was starting to. It started to click in his head that, instead of taking some of these stacks and staying around and getting hit, just go ahead and pick up a couple yards on my own. Can anyone read this? Am I banned? Nah, man, you ain't banned. Ain't nobody on here banned. You can comment as you want, bro. Just be respectful. We need to target O-lines at this point. We do need some tough offensive lines. If we don't get any at this point, I think all we got to do is just develop the ones that we got. Get them techniques, improve their techniques. I mean, if we do with the spread offense, if our O-line come back the same as they was this season with the spread offense, I think a lot of that Dan Eno's offense is gonna get exposed because y'all gonna see the ball gonna get out more. These old linemen ain't gonna look as bad as they did because like I said, if you would have put them in a spread offense last season, averaging 2.56 seconds before getting the ball out, I think we would have been better off. We would have won way more games than we did. We could have at least won 10 games last season. Actually, CC for a while. For the current quarterbacks, yeah. Lashley wanted a quarterback that has experience in his offense. Lashley wanted somebody that could come in and get it started right away. You got to look at it too. Manny wants the same thing, because right now Manny's job is on the line. Manny wants a quarterback just the same as Lashley to come in and start that, get it moving right away. We can't have a slow start. Manny already know that. Manny's on the hot seat. Boosters, all of them, they own Manny. Just know that they own Manny. Yeah, like I said, we just got to develop the players that we got, because if we can't get nobody to come in, we don't need to be getting rentals, man. We need to make sure that we set with the players that we got for the future. The players that we got 3-4 years with, those are the ones that we really need to focus on. Because getting a person out of the transfer portal for one season is not going to do us no good. It's not going to do us no good. Okay, win the Coastal Division. The champs lost to us. Yeah, we did. You right about that, Wayne. We did beat Virginia, but you got to look at it. We did lose to Georgia Tech, Duke, Virginia Tech. So it is what it is. Obviously, Manny is not a developer. Yeah, Manny. I don't think Manny knows how to develop offensive players. Manny's a defensive guy, and I think Manny really need to help out on the defensive side, because at this moment, the defense be getting fatigued because the offense is 3 and out. Last season we was like the worst in third down conversion. So, with the offense coming off the field so fast, our defense ain't had no time to rest. They can't breathe. They fatigue. They gonna get beat. Now you got other teams' offense out there for a while, and then next thing you know, we go out there 3 and out. Defense is back on the field. Linebackers are tired. Safeties are tired. It is what it is. Manny's still going in the same direction as Willie Taggart. CJ, I hope not, man. I hope Manny learned from his mistakes this season. I hope that he correct them. I hope that he ain't stuck in his ways or whatever, this and that. I hope he sees the mistakes he made and, work on that. Preach one and done is for basketball. This is BS so far. Yeah, it is what it is. Manny Taggart. It is what it is, man. It is what it is. Right now, like I said, 2020, we just got to look forward to 2020. We got to put that 6 and 7 season behind us. If Manny don't come out and show any improvement or whatever, then we might need another coach. That's the thing we need to break out of too, because we can't get a coach every 3 seasons, because that's what we've been going through for the past couple of years now. We've been in the ACC for almost 15 years or so. We only been to the ACC championship one time, so that just goes to show you, with all this inconsistency at coaching, it got to stop. We got to find somebody that's solid and stick with them. Right now, we can't really put too much expectation on Manny, because we all know Manny is a head coach in training. Manny is learning on the job. Last season was just was just proof you need. Manny is just learning on the job right now. We teaching Manny how to be a head coach, basically. Also, Georgia Tech, Duke, and FIU, the result of coaching. Yeah, I definitely think those losses was because of coaching. I definitely think so. On certain plays that was called, like On third downs, I think we could have did way better than that. And even the teams that we played, they studied Eno's offense. Eno's offense is outdated. Every coach in college football or in the NFL has studied that type of plays before. They know how to stop it. That Eno's offense don't give you too many options. You have so many players with so much speed and so much talent, but they're not given the opportunity to do anything. Willie Taggart got a new OC and transfer quarterback still an issue. Same with us. Yep. Like I said, quarterback right now. Quarterback, we got King. It is what it is. King gonna start. We already know that. They did not bring this guy in. They're not gonna preach to us that this guy is gonna come in and compete. This guy is our starter. I'm just saying that right now. King is our starter. They did not just tell this guy, hey, you finna come down here and compete for this job. We got like 5-6 quarterbacks. You're going to have to battle with all of them your last season and win that job. Nah, they promised him that spot. O-line, the big issue. I mean, like I keep saying, man, the O-line, they average 2.56 seconds. The rest of the league average was 2.22. So with a better offense and a better scheme, I think our O-line won't look so bad next season. But, during the off season and during practice and everything, they could take this time to develop some of those guys. Teach them proper technique. Teach them, we got coming in at tight end. The tight end position, right now, that position is uncertain. I know we do got somebody transferring out. I forgot the kid's name. When this video uploads, I'm gonna put his name in the comment section. Yeah, but one of our guys is transferring out. One of our tight ends is transferring out. I think he was a 4-star recruit too. Coaches from the transfer portal. CJ say we should have got coaches from the transfer portal instead of Lashley. Man. Well, right now I ain't got too much to say about Lashley, man. Lashley did good at SMU. SMU was ranked basically the whole season. They finished their season 10-2. So, I mean, Lashley is looking pretty promising. Lashley looking like, he's here. He's trying to win. Lashley, I think the reason why Lashley went out and got King is because he wants to come in and make an impact right away. Even though King's only going to be here for a year. I think he's trying to set the tone, though, to let them know, hey, I'm here. I just got this job. I'm not trying to do what Enos did and be out of here in 1 year. I think that's what Lashley's doing, which, it is what it is. At the end of the day, this is his job. Who knows if he takes the time to try to develop N'Kosi Perry and Jaron Williams, how they're going to work out. So right now, I think he's just trying to play a little safer route and get somebody who's already experienced in his offense. He said we got Lashley from the transfer portal, but we should have got more. It is what it is. We do need a couple more coaches in different positions. I mean, wide receiving coach is leaving, so he's gonna be replaced. We definitely gonna need somebody there. Lashley, average SMU into an NFL draft pick. Yeah, see, Lashley did great at SMU, man. I was watching, like I said, there's a guy on YouTube. His name Roman. I forgot what the rest of it is. His name Roman, but he breaks down film. He was showing a lot of SMU highlights, and the offense that Lashley was running. And as you can see in half of those videos, guy doing great. He was. If you look at the plays that he ran, his quarterbacks has options. They got options. SMU lost to Memphis twice. Yeah, they lost to Memphis twice. But you got to look at SMU for what SMU is. SMU was ranked the whole season with Lashley's offense. With Eno's offense, we never even cropped the top. We never even got into the top 25. So you got to look at that too. And we are a way better team than SMU is. We got way more talent than SMU. We got way more talent than FIU, LA Tech, Georgia Tech, Virginia Tech, all of them. We got more talent than all of them. So just imagine last season we was running Lashley's offense. We should get Kevin Bohr at the receiving in that room. Hey. Lashley turned. If Manning took all off and said Jaron will start, then we need a head coach from. Yeah, I don't think I think next season, CJ, I don't think Manning gonna be calling no. I don't think he gonna be making no decisions on that offense next season, especially not letting Jaron Williams start. I think he gonna let Lashley come in and just run the offense. That's what I'm hoping. I hope he just put the offense in Lashley's hand, tell him go out, call your plays, run your plays, do what you do. Don't tell him who to start, who to put in, and don't show no favoritisms. Let them guys battle it out at them positions, put the best people in, and it is what it is. I mean, if Manny keep interfering and our offense look bad next season too, that's Manny's job. That's Manny's job. Like I said, I don't see no way Manny has a terrible season next season and he still be here. He won't be here. We need more talent, but we're not better coach teams. Yeah, it's clear. It's clear. We got talent. We got plenty of talent. We just need them to be coached properly and developed properly. Perfect example, Jeff Thomas. Jeff Thomas, the speed that Jeff Thomas had, ain't no way in hell they couldn't develop him. Ain't no way in hell we couldn't have a better productive offense with Jeff Thomas. Jeff Thomas should be coming back this season right now if he was coached properly. All right. Anyways, guys, like I was saying earlier, what y'all think our record's gonna be this season with Lashley coming in, bringing in King, and the players that we already got? Now, I must say, I'm looking forward to see Russo next season, man. I'm looking forward to see what he gonna do on the defensive side, cause I know this season he was phenomenal, so I know he gonna have a better season next season. Plus, we're gonna have the dude from out of Temple on the other side of the DN, so we should be phenomenal on defense. It's just the offense that we worried about right now. It's the offense that we unsure of, and defense ain't really the issue at Miami as much as it been on offense. Our defense, if you look at sacks per game, tackles for losses, you name it. We are constantly in the top 25 in all of those. Some of them even in the top 10, top 5. So it ain't defense as much. The defense just needs some help from the offense. If we could develop a good offense, I think Miami have a great season next season, and it is what it is. Anyway, guys, I've been on for like a whole hour now. I mean, I'm about to spend some time with my kids or whatever. But y'all let me know, man, what y'all think our record gonna be. This video will post. Y'all drop that in the comment section. Everybody, good night, man. Love y'all.